Hello, my name is Brian and I talk figure skating. If you're here, you probably really like figure skating too. I am so sorry it took me so long to get this video out. I've had work and so many other things. Today, I want to talk about the 2023 Grand Prix de France that took place a couple of days ago. There were some really interesting results, which are going to lead to some really interesting storylines to tell throughout the rest of the season. So all in all, I think it was a pretty good competition. So crazy to think that we're halfway through this Grand Prix series already. Like, where does time go? Oh man. First, I want to talk about the pairs. There weren't really a lot of pairs that I was looking forward to seeing, but I actually really enjoyed both of the French teams. I have to say, long programs, short programs. For me, I enjoyed Oksana Vouliamouz and Flavien Ganot. I thought they were the more enjoyable team. I just enjoyed watching them skate a lot. They just seem like they have a really nice connection to each other and that they really love skating together. Pagad and Steklin, they skated personal bests in both programs, short program, free program. Of the two teams, they're probably the one that we're most likely going to see like at other international competitions this year, especially like Europeans or something. But I found myself more drawn to Flavian and Oksana. Ellie, Cam, and Danny O'Shea, they didn't have a great short program. It was definitely a shame that Allie got injured in the morning practice before the free skate and they had to withdraw. Hopefully the injury wasn't too bad and they'll be able to get back to work and get in the rink and just start skating because USA, I mean, really needs a strong pair. I will say in the short program, I really did enjoy Ellie's green dress. I liked it a lot. Their triple twist was okay, you know. I like that they went for more difficult jumps, even though they didn't really land them all, which I think probably is a reason why she got injured. So, I don't know. Fourth place was Valentina Plazas and Maximiliano Fernandez from the United States. They were a pretty good pair, found themselves in fourth place again in the Grand Prix. They really need to keep working on their jumps. I will say, though, that in the short program, they had this exit out of their ending lift. It was just spinning and twisting and just so much movement, and I loved it. I was really impressed with that. They had a pretty strong free program compared to their short program, I will say. And compared to, like, Skate America's short, I mean, if you compared it to Skate America, I was kind of looking to see them come out stronger, and that definitely wasn't completely the case here. I do live for the Top Gun theme, and so now I just want to see them continue to work on their jumps and maybe come out stronger at US Nationals because in their free program, they also had a beautiful like exit out of their final lift. So I think with a couple of months to work before nationals, they should have something to really build on. I'm not really sure, you know, who the top pair in the US is. They didn't have as good of a skate as they did at Skate America. So hopefully they'll go back into the rink and they'll just work a little bit harder and a little bit harder. Winning the bronze medal here at home, which was kind of a surprise to me. I expected one of the two American teams that I just spoke about to win was the Kovalevs, Camille and Pavel, the married couple. It didn't quite go as well as it did last year at the Grand Prix de France, but they managed to season best this year in the short program and in the free program. And over in the short, I felt like they really nailed their jumps. And I was really into the composition of the program. Like, they did the throw, and then they did the jump, and then they did the death spiral, and then a lift, and then footwork, and then ended with spin. So it just felt like a different composition, which I really love. I mean, I'm sick of always seeing the same stuff. I just love variation. But after watching Plazas in the air, Valentina holds these really great positions that Camille just can't. I mean, she looks good, but I would love to see her work on her air positions a little bit better. Maybe like height on the triple twist too. They did pretty well. They broke 172 points, and it's another bronze medal for them on the Grand Prix at home. So it's really nice to see skaters skate at home and skate well. You know, you could probably expect that I'd be talking about maybe, oh, the Canadian pair, Leah Pereira and Trent Michaud right now for winning the silver medal, but that's not the case. We're going to talk about the reigning world bronze medalists, Sarah Conti and Nicola Maki. They ended last season on such a high, but they did not go anywhere near that here. I really wanted to see how they were going to stack up against Deanna and Max's scores from Canada, and they just didn't. Not at all. They didn't have a particularly strong short program, just barely scored above 65 points, which put them in second place behind Leah and Trent. And in the free program, they just continued with some of the issues that they were having in the short. Their triple twist needs a lot of work. For world, I know last year was different, but if you look at their triple twist and you compare it to Leah and Trent's triple twist and where the catch was and how low the catch was, these guys obtained a level 4. At least I guess I should double check skating scores, but in the box it said level 4, and Trent and Leah got a 3, and I just did not look like he caught her high enough to be able to achieve that level. But you know, the judges are always going to try to prop teams up, and callers will call team. I mean, it's bothersome. It's definitely a little bit bothersome. I'm not sure I like seeing it. Just score manipulation with GOEs and stuff. I just am so sick of seeing it. You guys know how I feel about it if you've watched any of my videos. I just am so sick of seeing the judges judge reputation and not the actual performance. But speaking of performance, Leah and Trent, they won a silver medal at Skate America, and then they backed it up with a gold here in France. The short program was, in my opinion, way stronger than in Short America, or Skate America. Their triple toes, nice. Triple loop, nice. Air positions were like a little bit better, and I think they had really good synchronicity in their spins, which as a newer team, seeing them able to work on those things and actually kind of like improve, I really, really, really like. They deserve this position here. They definitely completely outskated the Italian pair, and since the Italians got a level 4, I think they should have gotten a level 4 on their triple twists, because if you go back and watch it and you look at where Trent caught Leah, it's basically the same exact spot. I can't stop talking about it. It annoyed me. It annoyed me a lot. I just really, really, really got annoyed by this. I can't have stuff like that. It bothers me a lot. It makes me not want to, it makes me not want to pay attention. It makes me think like, okay, these team definitely going to be pushed up there, and I don't know. That's not what I'm looking for in figure skating. I want to see performances judged on the day that they are put out. I really do. That's what I'm looking for. I don't really love the final lift of Trent and Leah's performance. I will say it's adequate, but I don't love it, and I think it's just because I don't love her position so much. Like, if I loved her positions a little bit more, great. But is the Grand Prix final going to come down to 2 Canadian teams? That would be crazy. Who knows? The women's event was pretty good. It was okay. There was a few things I really want to mention before I talk about like the top. Poor Finland's Jana Jyrkin. She had a really disastrous day. I've seen her skate so much better before. So hopefully, she's able to just get back in and kind of work on it. If you watched my prediction video, Kimi Rapond, I expected her to be on the podium, and she was not. I really like the music and the packaging and the presentation in the short program and the choreography, but until she's skating it clean, it's just, there's not a lot. I can't sit here and talk about it a lot and be like, oh, wow, this was stunning and beautiful, and it's a nice program. It's nice costumes. She looks great. So when she gets it all clean, then we can talk a lot more about Kimi Rapond. I do think that she is someone who's working towards. So it was inspiring, but I don't know. I like her a lot, but she's just got to definitely increase her training maybe, and just get out there and yeah. who knows? Mona Chiba. She also had a pretty disappointing skate here. Not really sure what to say about Mona. She's got to go home and work really hard. I don't know if it's her coaching or I don't know. Japanese nationals are going to be a bloodbath, though. The two French women, they both came out and skated amazingly, especially in the long programs. They were only separated by a little bit more than like half a point. Lauren Charles, she's the younger of the two, and then Leah Serna, she's a little bit more of like the veteran on the team. But they both came out and put out good programs, good jumps, personal bests. And to see them finish 7th and 8th was really nice because I honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected to see them more towards the bottom. So to see them beat people like Kimi Rapon and, just other skaters was really good. Anastasia Gubanova, I don't know. I liked her short program. I really liked the bodysuit a lot. I think she kind of came out with a ton of confidence, and the judges were feeling it. She was in 2nd place after the short program. I did get a little bit bored with her programs, but I don't know. I think maybe the judges did too because her free program was a lot more rough. She looked really stunning in her dress, I will say. A lot of people's teams are not really getting their packaging very right, but Anastasia's, the Gubanova team, they're doing a really good job. Her opening jumping passes were pretty strong, and then she just lost a lot of steam in the second half of that program. She did a really, oh, no. It was the triple flip, and then, like, obviously there was supposed to be something after it. I'm not really sure what, but I have to go back and look at maybe one of our other protocols and see if that was supposed to be a Euler triple Salchow or what it was. It just felt really incomplete, but maybe if she continues to practice really hard and work, that she could do well at Europeans. I mean, I don't think a European title is in her possibility this year again, but she's got that European title from last year, and I just think that, she just had a disappointing free skate. She ended up down in 6th place, which really disappointing because she was in 2nd place. And so 5th place was Wakaba Haguchi, who I was really happy to see come out and skate a really nice short program. When you go out and have a clean short and then a decently clean short, I think she had a mistake on an axle if I remember, or no, I don't remember right actually, but her free was great. It seemed like she was back in form. She scored over 130 points. I think all of her jumps looked really solid, especially the first half of the program. She just looked like the Wakaba of old a little bit. It looks like she's gotten some of her confidence back, and the combination in the short program, it was like the most amount of ice. Like I'm actually surprised she wasn't higher. The reigning silver medalist from Worlds, Hein Lee, it was a really rough outing for her. Her short program, she has some really sloppy landings on the combinations, and I think that this was another case of the judges kind of propping it up and not really giving her as bad of a GOE, where I feel like if it was another person, they would have hit her like a -3, where they gave her like -1 and -2, kind of trying to like inflate her scores with that GOE. Her short program was pretty nice. Long program for me doesn't really hit. I just didn't feel the connection. I just found it kind of boring. I've been finding the issue with a lot of the programs this season. It's like if the elements aren't being hit, especially the jumps, and I'm not a big always jump person, but with lackluster technical content, if you're not actually hitting all the Salchows and double axles and loops and the 1 triple Lutz you're trying to do, then, I don't know. I felt like even her crossovers were looking really labored, and that's not what you want to see in someone who is a world medalist, especially a silver medalist. She should be strong. She's number 2, At this point in the season, Kaori Sakamoto is skating so well, Leona Hendricks is skating so well, Isabella Vito is skating pretty well. talk about that later. I mean, even some of the up-and-coming European skaters are skating really well. Nina Petrokina, Nina Pinzarone, who we'll talk about in a second. So she's gonna really need to come out, and even some of her own country people, Ryan Sumiyoshi. There's just so many other up-and-coming skaters. So hopefully that world silver medalist wasn't the peak of her. I don't know. I want to see her do better. I really, really, really want to see her do better. And I really want to see maybe, I don't know. Rion Sumiyoshi, she did a quad in the free. I want to see better movements and stuff in the short and like whatever, but the fact that she was able to do her rest of the jumps after the quad, and she's had one little issue where she doubled what was a plan to be a triple. I think it was the Salchow or the loop, but not a big deal, and everything else is hit, and you hit a quad. It was so nice to see, and it was fully rotated. Like, it was rotated in the air. It wasn't cheated. It was so nice to see good technical content. She actually won the free program with that skate. So I like seeing the boundaries pushed without all the extra stuff coming from Russia. So I would love to see her just keep moving and keep progressing. If she's doing the quad and the triple axel isn't her thing, then who cares? Just do the quad. It's not a big deal. She does need to work on her positions a little bit better. Her Ina Bauer was really not beautiful at all. That's kind of lackluster. But when she nails the spins at the end, the way the music crescendos and climaxes, it's just going to be another one of those moments where just bring the house down, and the judges will have no choice but to put her high up there. She walked away with a bronze medal here, though, so she's got to be really happy. That puts her in a good spot in the Japanese area, but who's happier is Belgium's Nina Pinzarone. Best competition for her. She just went out and won her first ISU Grand Prix medal. Okay, her short program, the music, I love it. Connected, she's just involved, and I love seeing her hit all of her jumps. It's really, really, really nice to see. She just has extension and flow, and I don't know. I do want to see her give a little bit more face and personality, because she's going to need to do that, but she really seems like one to watch over the next couple of years. I really do think so. I don't know if it's going to be this quad, but the next quad, she for sure is going to be one. She's going to be one of those risers. I'm in love with the gold dress and the red jewels and the free. Might be my favorite dress of the season. I'm not 100% sure yet, but her jumping felt a little bit more labored in the free program, especially in the opening, but she hit them all. I don't think her free program had the same connection as the short program, because I liked it a little bit more. But I did like it. It did feel like a little bit of skating from element to element, but she had pressure on her that she's not used to. She's not necessarily used to being like the number 2 person. So I think it was good for her to come out and have that pressure and still perform really well. I didn't feel like she was fully engulfed in the program, but as she continues to skate the program more and get used to being a little bit more up there, then I think this is going to be a really strong vehicle for her. New personal best in the free program. She hit like 134 points. Came so close to the 200, 198.8 overall. I think she's got to be so happy with that. So it was just a really, really great Grand Prix debut. And lastly, we'll talk about the winner. It was Isabella Vito, and for the first time in 7 years, an American wins a Grand Prix event, and yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and talk about her horrible jump technique. She did pull some Shoma Uno magic in that free, where she ended so low on a few of her jumps in the end, and I don't even know how she willed herself up and didn't fall. I don't know, that final spin in the free program was really a shame. And the way she just kind of sat on the ice after, but from what I hear in other stuff, that's like kind of indicative of her in practices. She makes a mistake and then she just kind of stops and sits there and does all that, and kind of felt like that's what she was doing, where, I mean, even though the music was over, it's just like, girl, get up, come on, like, let's get over there, present yourself to the judges, win your gold medal. It was really nice to see her win the gold medal, so it was really, really nice. I'm going to split this recap into two because it seems to be going kind of long. I don't want to sit here and talk for like 45 minutes in one video. So I think you should come back and listen to what I have to say about the dance competition and the men's competition at the 2023 Grand Prix de France. If you enjoyed sitting here and listening to me talk about the pairs and the women, go ahead and give the video a like. If you really liked it, you could subscribe. Hey. I'll see you guys soon, and enjoy.